guys, it's your girl Miss Immaculate. I am back with another video. And yes, if you see someone sleeping there, it's my friend. She's sleeping there. And yeah, so today in this video, it's not a story time, but it is kind of like a story time. So let's just put it out there. Probably have one or two stories jumping into the video. So yeah, in this video I want to talk about expectations and being let down and self-confidence in myself. So in the stories that I'm going to be saying, or what I've been through, what I'm saying will probably be able to help one or two people out there. And yes, I might chime in a little bit of Shona in there, because Shona ain't got that. Shona's got that. So yeah. So talking about self-confidence, in my last video I did say I lost my confidence. I lost my confidence, not in just saying like giving up on myself, but I had so much expectations in a person that they let me down to the point where I lost myself. I'll explain. So if you watch my story time about salt and vinegar, I said how I loved salt and vinegar to the point of his well-being was my well-being. If he was happy, meant I'm happy. If he's sad, meant I'm sad. If he's feeling moody, we're feeling moody together. It was that vibe. So with that being said, that's when I lost me. I lost me because I no longer knew who Immaculate was. I no longer cared about what Immaculate wanted, or what Immaculate was gonna get, or what Immaculate was gonna have, or even having self-independence of saying, I don't want to eat in the house today, I'm gonna go and eat out here. Again, if you did watch the video that me and Rico did on her channel, which was living with a partner before marriage, you would understand how that would also affect, and it played a big affection, like it played a big role in my life, like at that point. So me, I expected, because you are my man, you are supposed to love me, make me laugh, you're supposed to do all this extra stuff with me. Again, that was my expectations. Again, I've got my expectations about what love is. Did he give that to me? No, ma'am. Was I gonna get that from him? No, ma'am. So it got to a point where Immaculate didn't get her hair done. Immaculate's hair started breaking. I stopped wearing makeup. I stopped buying clothes for myself because I started thinking about his needs before my own. So when you have that moment, when things are good and rosy, automatically you are good and rosy. Where it all went down was the cheating scandals. They play a big role on you. Like, he will go and cheat. He wouldn't say sorry. I would say sorry because I want peace in my home. So you tell me if that's normal. Again, to me at that stage, it's normal. Why? Because I want peace in my home, and because this is my home and this is part of my home, I want peace. I'll just say, you know what? I'm sorry for asking you that you cheated on me. I'm sorry that you even did it. Yes, Benzi. They get used to you saying sorry, so they know they're going to do what they want to do, then come back and they do it. Because again, she's just going to say sorry, then we move on in it. You know that you guys don't more 10. £10. She would give me £10 on top of that, kind of £50, because what is it? They get used to it. So that's how my self-confidence started going down. Then it came to me learning not to expect people to do shit for me. The more you don't expect people to do something for you, you don't get disappointed. You don't find yourself hurting the same way I ended up hurting. Right. I'm in love. I'll be heartbroken again. I'll probably fall in love again. I'll probably be heartbroken again until I find the one. But here's my thing. Here's my thing. I no longer expect that person to be my source of happiness. I have to be my own source of happiness. I have to say, right, I wake up today, what makes me happy? What is it that I have to do? So when you expect someone to be your rain of sunshine when it's storming outside, you will be 99% disappointed, because they have to literally bring their own umbrella and cover their head before they can cover yours. So here's my thing. My tip to ladies: find you what you want, where you want to get, and what you're gonna get from it. Yeah, I made mistakes. Yes, there are lessons. Yes, blood, we learn from them. We do this. But here's my thing. How far are we going to let ourselves get into it? How far are we going to get ourselves into situations that will just cause us havoc, literally mayhem, cause us distraught in life? Disappointment are lessons. Expectations, you can't expect someone to do something for you that they're not willing to do themselves. I then believe in the whole people who are hurt people. So in the sense of, if I'm hurting 99%, I'm gonna hurt the next person to make myself feel better. And it comes again in, because you're expecting that person to be your comforter, to have your brain for you, to be able to speak for you, you end up losing yourself. From people that know me from when I was in school, they would know I don't shut up. I talk for England and Zimbabwe put together. I talk for I talk, and my vibe, I'm quite loud. Again, I'm loud in the sense of, I like loudness. I like to be happy. I'm that one friend that will laugh on top of their voice, because that's me. And my personality, I'm just loud in general. I'm bubbly like that. So imagine someone who's loud, with everybody, even when you're home, they have to say, please, I beg, can you just even go to bed just for 10 minutes so we can have peace? Has gone quiet. When you speak, that's when you speak, or when you ask them a question, that's when they reply, or they retaliate, or they actually answer your question. They no longer have that vim that you know them for. I no longer had the whole, oh, you know what, guys, let's pop it up, where's this fly coming from? Let's pop it, let's do this. It's no longer that. I had lost myself. And I'm gonna talk about it on a different video, about being black and depressed. I will talk about it in a different video on how that can play a part, and especially when you feel like you don't have anyone to talk about it with. Like me, when at the point where I put myself in a situation where I was living with somebody's son who had not claimed me in front of my family, none of them knew until I got pregnant. And I didn't even tell my family that I was pregnant until I was 5 months in. Different story. It got to a stage where I was waiting for him to claim me and be able to stand in front of my family and be like, yes, this is my situation and this is what I want. And I waited for so long for that to happen, but I was disappointed, because again, I was expecting him to be the Zimbabwean traditional man that will go in and be like, yes, I'm living with your daughter and she's pregnant with my kid and this is what I want. Hi, girls, I called my own mother. So I told on my own family, because he was not going to do that. And there was no way I was just gonna pop a child out 9 months later and still hide my child from my family to a point where I would say, oh yeah, he's gonna come. I couldn't do that. I've hidden a lot already from them. So again, the expectations of him to do, or the expectations of wanting someone to be able to stand up and be the head of the family that you're putting them to be, yo guys, be your own head of your own home until you know where you're standing. One thing that I've realized in the younger generation who are running into marriage, like a relationship, that putting yourself in serious relationships, is we want to play wifey roles before you are actually wifey. You want to do Madam Boss business when you're still not even an undergraduate. You're not even graduating yet, but you want to do big boss movements. Why? Marriage will come at the right time when he wants you and he's proclaimed you. I would rather not be anybody's second or just be an option. If I'm not your choice and you're making me your option, I'm not in your life at all. I have decided to say, okay, what makes me be where I am? What makes me go to where I'm going? And if I'm not confident in myself because I'm letting somebody else who has a life and who've got goals to reach determine where my life is heading, I am not going to succeed or reach where I want to be. So here's what I did. Again, like I said, here's what I did. I decided, right, you don't deserve to be made somebody else's second girlfriend. You don't deserve to be made somebody else's bank account. You don't deserve to be somebody else's, in some sort, punching bag. Emotionally and mentally, you don't deserve that. So I told myself, you know what, Immaculate, the more you endure this, the more it's going to carry on, or the more it's going to carry on. And the more they don't realize that, you know what, I'm hurting this person beyond. Because the more you actually end up thinking about it, the more a lot of our young sisters out there, the young females, are actually committing suicide. Because they end up feeling like, I can't live without this person, because they have put their whole 100% into this one human being. In having said that, I actually lost a friend who, due to suicide, because they actually believed so much into this person that they'll never do wrong. In them doing that, they actually told themselves that this person, whatever anybody's gonna come and say to me, is not true. When she then found out that he's been cheating, he's got other kids out there, she was pregnant, it was more of nearly to my story, but she couldn't handle it. She had not managed to stand up and say to herself, you know what, I can do this alone, because she wanted the family home. And guys, okay, I'm tearing up, but it's alright. I lost a close friend to suicide because of a man. And a lot of us don't realize how much that will affect us when we date these guys and we give them all this other treatment. But actually, it hurts when you see your own first person. And it makes me more emotional because I was heading that way. I do remember the nights I would sleep with a knife under my pillow because I didn't feel like I deserved the pain I was going through. It is hard. So it is hard, especially when you have lost yourself in the source of somebody else's and you feel like they've drained you to a point where you personally don't deserve to leave. And at this rate, in this video, I seem to be bumbling about a lot of stuff, but my main thing is be your own expectation. I want to be my own expectation. I want to set my own goals. I want to be able to say, family is not there for me. So-called boyfriend is not there for me. I'm surrounded by fake friends. At this rate, I can come and kill myself because of that. I have had to tell myself, okay, how do you move forward? Yeah. Now, Immaculate, where are you going? I had to tell myself, you need to pick yourself back up. I had to say to myself, you need to be a mom. You need to be somebody else's daughter. You will meet the right person. You need to have the right friends around you that know my friend is hurting. So you know what? I'm going to be there for my friend. But I couldn't be a good friend when I was hurting, because what was I going to give my friends? What was I going to offer to my friends or to my partner? I couldn't be the best person in my life because I myself at that stage wasn't the best person. And having realized that, as much as it hurts that you actually have to sit and look at yourself in the mirror and say, what are you actually bringing? That's when you realize, you know what? I'm not ready to be anybody's girlfriend, or I'm not ready to be anybody's friend, or I'm not ready to be anybody's older sister, because me personally, I have nothing in my book at this point to actually say I'm bringing into the circle. So I had to find myself. I had then to tell myself, you know what? The more you figure it out, you'll be all right. And I don't want to make this video too long or to go into too deep into it, because this makeup will be flowing all over us, guys. I just want to come and say, I think my last words at this point would be you, be great, and be happy. And if I got any friends or anyone who feels like they're going through a hard time, drop me a DM. Let's talk. Don't go through it alone. And most of all, it's like a lot of people don't have people to listen to them. And when you don't have someone listening to you, you will feel alone. And when you don't have someone to actually just sit down so you can blubber on and say what's going on, you will feel alone. Yeah, we all have done things we're not proud of, but you will be okay. He's not loving you right, you will be okay. The right person will come. Your family ain't supporting you either. That's fine. Find you and find your feet. You will be okay. Alright, guys. I have to love and I have to leave you. And yes, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Alright, guys. Bye.